position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
They get him. After a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. But this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about...
He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumbling in the first place.
To the air on second down. Looking left. It's complete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Working that left side now.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. At the 35, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Breaks in the... Got enough space. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Aggies! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Caught in the backfield, it's McCloud. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's a seam wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Steps away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The quick out. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The 12th man, Morton, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Washington right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
From the gun, give on the inside. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Got room at the 35. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Washington! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It's complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Huskies want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Toss sweep to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up and...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success,
not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Hunt is on its way. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Huskies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Complete downfield. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a 1st down.
Well, we know know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
With the catch, it's McClung. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Running it to the right. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's loose. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Let's go, let's go.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And that's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple scores in the 4th quarter. You could just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give you an opportunity to win this game.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Quick step and go. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.